Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. I need to plug my headphones in and start the rest of this run. See if we can squeeze another win or two out of this beleaguered Warlock deck that somehow is still chugging along. Ugh. My girlfriend and I are almost done moving into our house. We have to clean the old apartment one more time, and we have to finish installing some bookshelves and a wall-mounted desk. But then we're going to be totally settled in. It's very exciting. Our cat's definitely at home. She barfed in the bed this morning. It was great. My girlfriend had already gone for work, so I just wiped it up with a paper towel. Hopefully she won't notice. She doesn't watch these videos, so secret safe with you guys, I trust. We're up against Navy Sfeel. I don't know whether to love that name or to hate it. Shredder would be a good 4-drop. I'm tempted to keep it because I got this on turn 1, and then I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4 chances to get a 2 or a 3-drop. Let's do it. Let's make sure we got that really good 4-drop there, and hope that math will do the work for us, and it does. This is actually stellar. Holy balls. This is interstellar. I get the Imp to clear away any crap she might play. I've got the Annoyatron, which is almost impossible to kill if there's a flame up on the board already and when it's dropped. I don't even know how she would kill this at all. And then I got Mr. Tinkers, which will be a 4/4 on turn 3 with a spare part and no drawbacks thanks to the Tron. This is looking great. Man. I mean, I guess if she plays a Bluegill Warrior or Frostbolt and kills this, and then on turn 3, she could ping. Oh, she could ping an Arcane Missile. Yeah, that's how she could do it. So Flame Imp was great. It killed her 2-drop. And now we're going to get a 4/4, it looks like here. Unless she gets a very lucky, not a very lucky, but 50-50 coin flip Arcane Missile. That's all I can think of. It's pure. Okay, that's pretty good. Let her kill the Tron next turn, but in order to kill the Tron next turn, she will have to spend half her mana pinging this Annoyatron with her hero ability. Otherwise, the Soot Spear just runs into it rather tamely and doesn't do much. So does she have a good answer? Fireball? Okay, well, I'm okay with that. So Mr. Tinkers ate a Fireball. That's just dandy by me. I could have played Bluegill Warrior and life tapped. Maybe that would have been smarter, because that would have killed this thing. I could have played Bluegill Warrior, Coin, Farseer maybe. Yeah, that might have been actually smarter than what I did.
Something needs tinkering?
Alright, thankfully... Oh, that is a mech. Oh, shoot. Oh, that sucks. Oh, the Micro Machine again. Ugh, okay. Gonna learn from my mistakes. Not let that get out of control. So, do I coin into the Dread Infernal? Yeah, so this is actually gonna be a little weird. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna coin into it, let the Piloted Shredder get damaged. And then I'm gonna send the Piloted Shredder at Mr. Tinker so that the 2-drop that comes out of the Shredder isn't damaged unnecessarily. Alright, so this will die to the Micro Machine. And then I've got this, and she's already used up a Fireball. So she might not have a Fireball or a Polymorph to kill this thing. If she does play her own big creature, I can always buff this guy up to kill most anything, even a Boulder Fist Ogre. Does she have an Abusive Sergeant? I'm hoping she does not. Looks like she doesn't. Now, why would she ping the Mad Bomber? That makes no sense. This makes sense. So she throws the Micro Machine at the Dread Infernal, and the Dread Infernal will... oh! She doesn't want to do that. Well, I think that was a mistake. So I could actually Hellfire here, but let's just keep it simple, keep it safe. We kill this. We kill this. We heal up that guy and make him nice and strong. And do I life tap here? I should have life tapped first. Always draw cards first. But I'm going to life tap, even though it's, you know, not the ideal way to have played that, because I think it was worth it to draw a card there. Now, granted, 20 health versus a mage who has 5 cards, you got to be a little bit careful, especially if you're holding a Hellfire, but I feel like I'm alright. It's going to be difficult for her to clear things out. Target dummy. Well, that's what the Bluegill Warrior's for. No problem. She's actually giving me something that will likely be able to kill this dummy. And indeed, Twilight Whelp. Alright, this is looking pretty good. So we kill that. And think. Do I just kill this, leave it at 1 health? So that everything then dies to Flame Strike? I could Defender of Argus. They would both live. This with 1 health, this with 2. Alternatively, I could Dark Bomb the Ghoul and then use Bluegill, Farseer, and Mortal Coil to kill the dragon. I think that's what I'm going to do because I want to keep my 6/6. The opponent has demonstrated an utter inability to kill a 6/6. So I think I should take advantage of that. Shadow Flame could be a good emergency card. Sure, let's life tap. I feel like I can handle it. And ride that 6/6 all the way to victory. With 3 cards and 18 health, she really shouldn't be able to kill me. She wasted a card on that target dummy. Sunwalker is annoying. Sunwalker's actually very annoying. Twisting Nether. Okay, Sunwalker, I can't kill it because I have no way to deal damage to it besides Hellfire, which doesn't seem prudent. So we'll do this instead. Pop the shield. Sunwalker can now kill this thing if it wants to. Can also kill my cleric. Flame Strike kills everything. She has the Flame Strike. Oh gosh. Well, I could find myself in trouble now. That Sunwalker was amazingly good. She's gonna get me down to burn range. Shoot. Do I have to use Twisting Nether here? No, thank Christ. Alright, we're gonna use the Sludge Belcher. I'm not gonna life tap because I'm already dead to double Fireball Ping. So we'll leave that alone. I could lose this. Wow, that was quite the turnaround. I shouldn't have life tapped those 2 times, I suppose. Polymorph? Oh, she's bad mannering me. So I guess she has the double fireballs. Oh my god, did she actually misclick and that's not bad manners? Oh my god, she could have polymorphed this, obviously. I think she actually, that was actually a misclick. Holy buttsack Christ. Wow. That is something. So here I'm just gonna play the 6/6. I'm not gonna hold out for it. Let's kill that sheep. Yeah, that was one of the most significant misplays or misclicks I've ever seen. It's not even a misplay. So she could have polymorphed this, hit me down to 9. Now she seems not to have the burn to finish me off with, so I wouldn't have necessarily lost the game, but it certainly would have been easier for her to win. Jeez. That is intense. Alright, so I think we're just going to keep it simple here. Keep it safe. Let's hit her in the face. Shadow Flame this to clear her board. Oh, that's unfortunate. Did not want that at all. No life taps here. Okay. But can she stop this 6/5? It seems she can't. Okay. Oh, actually, this sucks because these are only 3 damage. Shoot. I could Hellfire, but then this thing would die to the Abomination as well. It would die exactly. All right. In that case, let's play Sea Giant. Give it Taunt just in case. And I'm going to throw this in just so that it doesn't die to the ping for nothing. Actually, screw it. Let's do this. And pass the turn. So Pyroblast doesn't kill me. Double Fireball does kill me. I'm threatening lethal with Sea Giant. Does she have the double Fireball? No, she doesn't. Well, that was really silly. So she could have maybe won if she had polymorphed my Sludge Belcher. I would have then been able to catch up a bit with Twisting Nether. Hard to say. I probably misplayed that, honestly. That Sunwalker really screwed me. Oh, a recent opponent wants to be your friend. Absolutely. What does this person have to say to me? Alright, this person seems to be nice. Navy Sfeel. Is this person actually observing me now? Yep. Sharp Object. Nice name for a mage.
You asked for it.
Alright, they didn't say anything else. Okay, so here we have a pair of 3/3s for 3 that I will keep hoping to get a 2-drop, though. That would be nicer. And I kind of do. I don't know if it's worth playing that engineer or not. Well, if I lose this to a mage, 6 wins is pretty good. With Warlock, my least favorite class, it's actually better than I've done in a while. My other two Blackrock Mountain Warlock runs were 5 and 2, I think. Something pretty bad. Right, let's see if she's got anything here. She might have a slow start. If she pings my face, that would certainly improve my odds.
I wonder.
This is not the greatest opener. If she plays a 3/2, I wouldn't really want to coin into a 3-drop. It would just die. If she plays a 2/3, I might just play one of these, probably this one, because it's less likely to be used.
What to do?
And then try to kill her 2/3. Maybe encourage her to ping instead of playing another drop on turn 3. Well, she's not AFK because she passed on the first turn and she did her mulligan. But right now she's, oh, there she is. She's starting to hover. All right, so it is a 2/3, so I will play my generic 3/3 here. Now Hellfire is interesting. I could hang on to the Hellfire for later and try to get advantage, but the problem is if she plays a Spider Tank or an Ogre Brute or something, and I don't end up being able to kill all of her stuff with Hellfire, I'm going to be going all in on a plan that's not actually useful. So this seems solid. It kills her drop and takes up her 3rd turn, having to ping. So I think that's pretty useful. Good use of the coin in a card. And is what she does. So I'm going to have to waste the battle cry of that Farseer as well. I could play the Tron, but I think using up my mana efficiently is more significant. Playing this allows me to play the Tron and the Novice Engineer next turn. I think it's important to do that.
Someday I'll be just like
Alright, so here comes the Frostbolt, I can only assume. Flame Cannon, alright. She doesn't get to use that extra mana though. Let's draw a card. Always draw cards first. Dread Infernal. It's good to look forward to. Okay, so my creatures will kill that Sorcerer's Apprentice. And I get to play a Sludge Belcher or a Smith next turn. Both of them vulnerable to Polymorph. And the Sludge Belcher less so, but both of them vulnerable to Fireball. Yeti. Dark Iron Dwarf. Is that worth playing? Let's see. I could deal 3/4 damage, not enough to kill the Yeti, but I could kill this thing. I think it's actually worth it. This is going to get pinged later and die. So, might as well put it to good use, get a 4/4. Not as good as a 4/6, but the 4/6 would have required me to throw away the Divine Shield. This way, the Yeti bumps into the Noyatron and then dies to my Dwarf, which I like. Sunwalker, oh jeez, okay. So I can't finish off that Yeti. Shadow Flame doesn't kill the Sunwalker. Even if I throw the Tron away first, Shadow Flame leaves with 1 health. Shucks a doodle daisy. Alright, well, I think what I have to do then is play this guy. So that pings off the Divine Shield, and then I can trade the Tron and the Dwarf for it, which is not something I'm super jazzed about, but I think it was my best choice. So we have equal cards. My creature's a bit better than hers, but she has the play. I'd give the advantage to her here. Especially because she has 2 common cards that will kill this. Basic cards, actually. Not even common. They're basic. You have them for free. Don't even have to find them in a pack. Boulderfist Ogre. Well, a couple different ways I could try to do this. Okay, so I could Defender of Argus and kill the Ogre. I could Defender of Argus and kill the Yeti. I could just run in Immortal Coil. I think we'll try this. Save that Defender for another day. Get a card. And here, Sludge Belcher or the Smith. I'm gonna go for the Smith. The reason I'm going for the Smith is she seems not to have a Fireball or a Polymorph, otherwise she'd have used it against my Dread Infernal. The Sludge Belcher, the Yeti can hit it and then she'd ping off the iteration, whereas here this thing actually lives after the Yeti and a ping. Argent Commander does allow her to get the kill here. Does she play another little creature? She does. Okay, so it looks like Hellfire is going to be nice to kill off 2 of her creatures. Although, if I do that, then I don't get to play I don't get to play anything else, because I don't have enough mana. So we're going to change of plans here. Let's do that Kodo, which is solid. And I'm actually, instead of life tapping, I'm just going to play this creature, which makes this not die to Flame Strike. Makes it not die to being pinged plus Argent Commander, and this itself, Cleric, could trade with the Commander. It's a real back and forther here. Stormwind Champion. With just enough mana left over to ping. Luckily, though, this thing still dies. Unluckily, now it's a 3-2 versus a 6-6, and I don't have a good answer to it. Alright, let's play my biggest crap that I have. And hit her in her face. Fat face. Tragically, this dies even after being buffed by the Defender of Argus. The Little Exorcist gets a buff thanks to the Sludge Belcher. And she has the Flame Strike too. Fuck you. Oh my god. So Hellfire doesn't quite kill this, even with the help of Little Slime. Which just sucks. But I'm going to do it anyway, because what else am I going to do? Alright, this is looking real bad. This thing's getting that buff from my Sludge Belcher is unfortunate, because she gets to kill the Pilot Shredder here. Shadow Flame looks like it's going to be awful. I can life tap a few more times, but only if she plays out her hand. If she's holding onto a stockpile of cards, I really don't feel safe life tapping. I have to do it anyway just to be desperate. I'm just gonna not feel safe while doing it. That was a damn good Stormwind Champion, I gotta say. Another Flame Strike? Seriously? Oh, I don't even get to Shadow Flame away anything. Fuck. Alright, well, let's life tap here. Play out a bunch of crap. This thing is okay. It survives versus the Golem, I guess. That's what matters the most, I suppose. If she starts running empty, I can life tap as much as I want. But if she keeps cards, I might actually have to be concerned. She really seems to think she can burn me out. Maybe this is a Pyroblast? Then I'm just screwed, honestly. Alright, well, how do we do this? I'd like to kill all of her stuff. I think the way is, let me just make sure I do this right. Run in. Shadow Flame. Yeah, this is not the most epic use of Shadow Flame that you will have ever seen in your life. But it'll have to do. And do I play around the Pyroblast? I don't think so. I think I should life tap here, because otherwise I'm just basically conceding anyway. So if it's a Pyroblast, it's a Pyroblast. If she has double Fireball, she has double Fireball. But you gotta play to your outs. I think if she's holding a Pyroblast, I was gonna lose no matter what. Had Bomber's pretty solid here. It kills my 2 spiders. Are you goddamn kidding me? That's terrible. I really would have liked to have those spiders. She keeps pinging my face. So if I life tap and she has Fireball, she wins. But I think I have to go for it. I just think I have to go for it here. So the Blue Green Warrior is a nice top deck. Lets me keep my boss. It's going to take me a while to batter her down. I don't have that much damage here. But again, I just have to take that chance, I think. My odds are small of winning here, but not non-existent. Oh, it's a polymorph, not a fireball. Well, that's a stroke of luck, I suppose. Snow Chugger. It's pretty solid here. It's going to eat up my Cobra, unfortunately. Oh, she pings the face. So she's really banking on that fireball, huh? Well, she's out of cards. I'm going to life tap because this is useless. I need to get stuff onto the table. And I will, in fact, hang on to that Cobra as insurance against her getting something huge down. 4, 6, 7, plus 4 is 11. Dark Bomb would actually let me get lethal. Argent Commander, well, if I hadn't life tapped, I would have lived another turn. Because I would have had 6 health, she would have pinged me down to 1, and then I could have maybe top decked something and won. But that was a fine game. I think I probably misplayed it given how close it was. But I'm happy with this run. It's only been 21 minutes, so we're going to start another run after this. I'm actually going to base my decision on my daily quests, because I've got 2 that are the big ones. So I really, oh, that was a terrible thing. So I really want to try to finish those up if I can. Let's take a look at the pack. Really only epics and legendaries matter anymore. And even they don't really matter because they're all so terrible. I have all the good ones already. So, okay, nothing there. Let's see the dailies. We got Hunter, Mage, Rogue, Warrior. Of these, Rogue would be ideal because it's the one I've played with the least. But I will take Hunter, Mage, or Warrior if need be. Alright, let's see here. Ugh, that's a terrible flip. Well, Warrior it is. It's the only one I have a quest for. Alright, Actioneer I just don't like, so we'll take the Strike, even though it's terrible. Take the Slam, which is solid in the arena. Now here's an interesting choice, the Tank or the Bite. I think both are better than this Drake. I'll take the Death Bite, that has a lot of synergy. Wormwall I hate, we'll take the Cleric. Sludge Belcher is good. Don't like Frostwolf Warlord. Fen Creeper's right, but we'll take the Warsong Commander. That has a lot of synergy. And here's an interesting moment. So I could take a big card, although that's not my favorite big card in the game. I could take a generic 2-drop. It has a little bit of synergy now because it's a dragon. Or I could just take a 3-drop. Let's take a 2-drop. I don't have any of those, and that's a pretty good one as far as they go. This is obviously awesome. Silence or Cleave. That's tough. They're both good. Well, there's more removal in the world than there is silence, so I'm going to take the silence because silence is really good nowadays. Only good card there. Execute or Axe Flinger. I'm going to take the Execute. It's one of the Warrior's few kill anything cards. I think it's important to grab. Commanding Shout is nice. The other stuff is pretty junky. Let's take a Chillwind Yeti with some healing attached. A good 1-drop or a good 2-drop? I do have no max, is that right? Not a single one? Alright, well I guess we'll take the good 1-drop then. Even though the Mech Warper is very good. There's the ideal 6-drop. Battle Rage could be good with Death Spite, though I don't like this card very much. I've tried it several times. We'll take the Stormwind Champion here. Core Chron Elite is very good. It adds some reach. The heal bot, you know, it wins games, but I've already got healing with my hero ability, and I want some more reach, so I'll take the Core Chron there. Hey, I haven't had a legendary in a while. Thalanos is pretty generic. We'll take the Hogger. And we have another chance for a silence. Well, the other stuff's not great. This stuff, obviously, is spell damage, not so great for Warrior, so I will take a second silence. Whoa! Another legendary! I could even get the same one twice. I don't think that's the right play, though. I think King Mukla or Toshli would be the move. So King Mukla would give me a nice early potential, but I'm not going to go crazy with that. We'll go for this. A 5/7 is a pretty big body. It's almost as big as a Boulder Fist Ogre, and the spare parts are obviously nice. Now here, do you take the Draconid Crusher? It's getting a little greedy. We got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's fine. I'll take it. Over the Whirlwind. All right. Molten Giant, I hate. South Sea Captain's generic. We'll take the Recombobulator. I've seen people put that to good effect. I'll try it myself. This is a trash pick, unfortunately. We'll take spell damage, but I'm really unhappy. I have way too many 2-drops now. Alright, I don't want any more 2-drops, so Stupid Monkey it is. God, I still don't want any more 2-drops. Well, this one's good later in the game, but this can add some reach to my deck, so I'm just going to take it. Because I really am sick of how many 2-drops I have. We'll take some more reach and more removal. 1-drop? Or a really good 4-drop. Well, how many good 4-drops do I have? This is good, that's good, that's good. I could take a Yeti. The Yeti's obviously better later on than this Chow. Then again, as a warrior, I'm not going to be burning people out that much. So maybe just the Chow to have an extra early play. That could have very easily been the wrong move. Second commander seems fine. I've taken 2 before and not been displeased. And we'll take a commander here. So I have maybe too many 6 drops. No card draw. I passed on all the shield blocks. Passed on Battle Rage, which is a bad card. Well, I don't know. I think that this deck with its excess of 2 drops and a decent number of weapons has a decent chance of making it to the end game, and then I do have lots of meat to drop onto the table. There's also a good amount of reach to close out games. I don't know. I'm not actually the most excited about this deck. But then again, how could I ever be excited about a deck that is a warrior and doesn't have Fiery War Axe in it? Okay, well, this pick over the Yeti already justifies itself. I could have kept the Commanding Shout, of course, but I think that would have been a little gimmicky. If this thing had been killed, or if she didn't play something that it could actually damage profitably, the Commanding Shout would have just been a 2-mana cycle, and I didn't want to keep that around. So do I want to recombobulate this thing? There's a decent chance it's going to come out with only 1 toughness. Oh, coin mirror image? Is that what's happening here? Okay, well, let's play that. Put our damage on that worm. I would happily recombobulate this thing, because I'm likely to get a better 2-drop than a 2-2, I think. Hope. Pray, anyway. This is not going to be my favorite turn 3 play, but that's to be expected, because this deck had too many 2-drops forced at it. Really regret taking that early Fairy Dragon, that's for sure.
What to do? What to do?
Someday I'll be just like you.
Okay, is she going to coin Frostbolt here? Mirror image, alright. Oh man. So she's actually gonna hide behind those mirror images and try to burn me with this worm. Okay. That's a pretty good start for her. I need to do this just to get a creature onto the table. I don't care about, you know, that ability. Unfortunately, I don't beat the odds, so I do just get a 2-1, which will get pinged to death, but I think I had to try. This engine isn't going to even hold up to this worm. Ouch. That Sorcerer's Apprentice was incredibly good, giving her the mirror image. Oh, geez. This is quite aggressive. So if I can hang on for dear life, I might be able to win. As a warrior, again, I do have some healing built in, but these cards are looking really bad right here. Wolf Rider would have been good last turn. Alright, let's see what she can do against Ascension. Next turn I can kill something with Wolf Rider, then I can kill something with Argent Commander, but if she keeps throwing crap onto the board, or really efficiently clearing my stuff, I'm going to be in trouble. Oh, thank the merciful heavens. Alright, so is my guy going to get to kill one of her things? Another worm, huh? Alright, well, it's going to come close. We're seeing a pure aggro deck here. Luckily, I'm a warrior. So, I can claw back if I can get something to stick onto the table. What would suck is if she dropped like a Sludge Belcher here, so after having the aggro start of the century, she then continues to play big minions. I really wouldn't be able to survive that, I don't think. I just don't have enough mana. And of course, that's exactly what happens. Oh my god. So the Sludge Belcher holds up really well against the Argent Commander. The commander achieves pretty much nothing. So we'll play the Weaponsmith. Armor up. No point hitting that Sludge Belcher, so we'll just pass the turn here. Christ. Oh, Sludge Belcher was so painful. Well, I do have 2 silences, but we're coming down to the wire here. She actually takes the time to kill that, which is wise of her. Do I play this? This doesn't actually let me play anything else. It lets me armor up, but that's pretty pointless. So we'll just use this. Kill that thing. Kill the ooze. If it's going to hit you anyway, you might as well kill it. She's going to get me down. This is 6, down to 8. Fireball actually wins the game because it buffs the worm. That's really annoying. Wow. Worm, Sorcerer Apprentice, Mirror Image, and of course the coin for good measure. She has the Fireball for the win. Wow. Wow, that was fucking idiotic. I am not too jazzed about how this run is starting. So first of all, I didn't like the deck, and second of all, that game was fucking idiotic. So, those 5 wins I need for the Warriors seem kind of far away. Well, let's see. We have played 3 mages in a row, so that's a little brutal. Nice to get someone who isn't a mage for a change, please. Thanks. Okay, bye. 5 wins. You know, if I can get at least 4 wins, then just having to play once more in play mode wouldn't be too bad. Butts. Butts, butts, and more butts. Alright, we're the opponent. Number 2 is, please not a mage. Alright, oh, it's the worst. Oh, Paladin. Wow. Wow. As I've often said, this is my least favorite matchup in all of Hearthstone, being a Warrior versus a Paladin, especially this deck, which, you know, tends to go for the slow game. I didn't take up any Whirlwinds, but I do have a Death's Bite that can help clear away recruits. That's about it, though. Zombie Chow versus the Yeti again being a good pick. I would have been even more screwed against the mage if I hadn't had the Zombie Chow. And then we also have this to be coined on turn 3, so this hand is actually alright. Paladins have like 0 ways of killing this Zombie Chow, which is quite amusing. He just makes a recruit, which is fine. So we play the Juggler, hit that guy. Good start. Got a board presence, kept his board clear. I have the coin, so no true silver champion yet. My Chow and Knife Juggler will have a chance to sacrifice themselves. Turn 4 might be awkward with these kind of situational cards that may or may not have good targets. Let's pump some sludge. Let's pump some sludge, baby. Okay, we're on to some different options. I could slam this and kill it, but might as well get an extra creature out. So let's get that axe, see where the Knife Juggler hits. There, alright, so we'll do this and that. And this thing will actually survive a Consecration. Crucifer Champion would be annoying. Consecration would still be annoying because it would kill off these 2 things and I have nothing to play after that. Turn 4 is going to be Geomancer plus Armor, which isn't the greatest. Regretting this owl at the moment. Oh, he has the Consecration. So I hope I can top deck something to play on turn 4 here. That would be really nice. Hit? Not a chance. Alright, well, right now, with the Geomancer, I've got Slam plus Battle Axe for 5 damage, which will take down a Yeti or a Sludge Belcher and give me a card. And I've got this to play on turn 6. There's no way it's going to be big. It's not going to be a 9/9, but it'll be a 6/6.
We must cleanse the sun well.
Okay. This is not a big deal. So I could do a lot of different things here, actually. Wow. Let's slam off the shield. That seems pretty solid. And then we can do a commanding shout to kill that and that, and hang on to my weapon, which is nice because it'll kill off a recruit. That's a pretty good way to pass turn 5. Then I can do this next turn for 6/6, which a Paladin has a hard time with. He pretty much needs to have a Peacekeeper, but I could actually silence away a Peacekeeper if I wanted to, and I probably would want to. True Sliver's annoying. It keeps him in the game for sure. But let's see how he can deal with a 6/6. He's got 4 of the damage necessary, but will he have the remaining 2? Oh, Hogger. Okay, that's definitely what I'm going to play then. So the Hogger throws out the taunt, which makes it hard for him to get at Hogger with this weapon. He needs to kill this Knoll and then use True Silver on this. But if he can't, so if he can do that, I might regret not having played the Crusher. But if he can't do that, he's going to be in all kinds of trouble. Well played. I can't believe he actually played a Black Knight. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Well, shit. So now I can't kill this because this only... Oh, this does 5 damage. Oh my god, because of the spell damage. Oh my god, that's incredible. Alright, well, we're definitely going to do that. So let's kill that off. Give him his fat face. Recombobulate that into something hopefully more useful. 2-3. Alright, better than a 2-1. And then I do still have this to play next turn. If I hit him with these two things, this will actually be a 9-9. So it's a bit touch and go for him. He's got to be somewhat careful. Pump that sludge, baby. Pump it. Another True Silver. Oh, I'm not going to quite get him down to... I'm going to get him into 16, not 15. Mechanical Yeti. Alright, I'm going to delay my weapon for another turn. Let's kill that Yeti off. That doesn't do me any good. Alright, well, I could hit him in the face next turn. And then get a 9-9. And then if he silences, or if he peace keeps it, I can silence it back up to a 6-6. But I could just play the Ogre instead and not worry about having to hit his face. Alright, I don't really know what this is all about here. Loot Hoarder, okay, so everything dies to my Death Spite. This is a pretty foolish play of him. I mean, he should really just save that weapon for something better. Like, yes, this is going to die to my Death Spite, but stuff like this could happen. In fact, that is going to happen, yes. We'll do this. And we'll do... Do I want to silence off this Loot Hoarder? Nah, that's fine. We'll do that. He should have either killed my Argent Squire with the weapon or just hung tight. It seemed like throwing the True Silver away, it was just kind of pointless. Pump that sludge! Pump that sludge! King Air Conditioner. Nice. Anti-fuel belt is not a concern. Wow. Alright. So I could silence it. I do a lot of silence. I kind of want to use it all up. I cannot get him down to 15. Yeah, let's silence him. Let's use the Spellbreaker because it's a bigger body. So we get rid of that buff. Hit him, play the Ogre, hit him. He's just in all kinds of trouble now. This is a ridiculous board for a Paladin to deal with. He pretty much has to have Deathwing. And if he does, he could win this game. But without Deathwing, he's going to be in trouble. No Deathwing. Hooray. This guy's got a lot of healing. A lot of healing. Alright. Warsong Commander? Well, let's do this, because why not? And sure, let's do this. Trade away my Spellbreaker, keep my Ogre at a high health total. Bonk. Chonk. Yeah, a good option now is better than the best option later. Let's just threaten lethal. This is an insane amount of damage here. I mean, it's not often you get this much stuff on the board. Alright, so the Stormwind Champion dies. That takes away 9 power, unfortunately. Actually, more. Because the Owl died as well. So I only have 12 damage now. But still, a 6-6 and a 6-5 is pretty serious business. Wolf Rider's not going to kill either of them. He's going to go for the race, but I'm a warrior. He's not going to succeed. Let's see, this is 12. Plus 3 is 15, not quite lethal. So play it slow and steady. So we're threatening lethal with these guys. This, if I, draw the right thing, could be lethal. He can't possibly kill me with 17 damage. He's got to have Deathwing. That is the 3rd consecration. This guy can't complain about having a bad deck. This thing is so bad. So sad. Alright, well, we got a win. So that's progress. And sure, since we're only at 41 minutes, let's go a little late in this run. Hopefully pick up a second win. And call it an afternoon. Whoa, there's a queue time. Jeez. I wonder why. I guess it's Saturday afternoon, so people just really want to play some Hearthstone. 2 minutes. Jeez. Well, apparently that was way off, so good. A Warlock. Cryptic. Alright. We got a turn 1 play. We're going to have to mulligan back these 6s. Mortal Strike gets mulligan back, so we're kind of at the mercy of the mulligan here. A bad one could really screw me up, especially if this Warlock gets off to a fast start. I really regret this Owl. Can't even play it just to play it, because I'm going to have to put off the Divine Shield. So I've got nothing to do here at all until turn 4 with Death's Bite, which admittedly isn't the worst thing. And I do have this, which is good, because this could trade with the Flame Imp, although I doubt it. I doubt he's going to pop the shield with the Flame Imp. So after I play the Fairy Dragon, the Flame Imp is going to get to kill it. And this thing is just going to be hanging around. I could go for a tech play, and since I have 2 silences, play the Owl to trade with the Flame Imp. But of course, that's vulnerable to Mortal Coil. Well, let's see what he does. Because I could silence the Flame Imps, just basically play this as a 2-1 for 2 instead of a 3-2, and trade the Flame Imp for the Owl, leaving this for turn 3, where it might actually be relevant for trading off with some 3-drops that are 3-3s. Oh man, it's gonna be scary. Burn it! Wow, he's really thinking. I mean, I guess it is a tough situation depending on what he has, but I don't see him flicking over any of the cards or anything. Did he just rope all the way? Wow. Okay. Well, let's stick to the plan. Let's try this and see if it works. So there's no point popping the shield, because if the Flame Imp kills the Owl anyway, then there's no reason for me to have popped the shield against it. Wow, that rope goes down way faster than I remember. Way faster. Alright, now I'm not going to go crazy coining into a Cork Prawn or anything. He could always come back. This is definitely faster than it used to be. 100% guarantee you. It was not... Someone made a post on Reddit saying the timer was changed from 90 seconds to 75. And then Ben Brody, the lead designer of Hearthstone, came on to say that it actually was at 90 seconds in alpha, but before beta they turned it down to 75, and I guess nobody noticed because all the websites still say it's a 90-second timer. Anyway, that rope though is faster than it was. That I can just tell you that much. Okay, well it turns out not to have been more than 5 minutes. We're going to be ending right on time with 2 wins as Warrior. A terrible loss, a hard win, and a free win. So thanks for watching. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone.